Hello, I hope that you are having just a great day today. Today we're going to be taking another look at a short story that I have encountered in this 100 Ghastly Little Short Stories collection. I'll link you to the collection below. Also try to find this short story online too. It's called The Word of Bentley. It's by Hoffmann Price. And I'll be taking a look at this short story shortly for you. Now, Hoffmann Price was an incredibly prolific writer during the pulp era. He wrote a lot of weird fiction. He's actually one of the people in the Lovecraft circle of writers, cadre of writers. During his time, during the pulp era, H.P. Lovecraft wrote a lot of people, a lot of fellow writers. And in some cases, like Hoffmann Price, they actually met while they were in New Orleans together and hung out for like a week in New Orleans together. And they got along famously. H.P. Lovecraft wrote a short story called The Silver Key. And Hoffmann Price had written to him and said, I like this short story. I have an idea for a sequel if you are interested. And he gave his idea in the short story. H.P. Lovecraft had been working on an idea of a similar vein. So he emails, Hoffmann, our writer for this short story, back, and the two of them co-write it. And they co-write through the Gates of the Silver Key by Hoffmann Price. And it's a very successful short story. It's very well done. I've read it myself. And that's my first encounter with Hoffmann Price. And then since then, I haven't read anything by him until this collection. He's the final big name in this collection that I wanted to read and sort of review for you. I might still take a look in this collection. It's convenient. It's easy to do. This is actually 9 pages long. It's one of the longest short stories here in this 550 page collection. It's not even 550. It's 546, which means each of these 100 short stories is 5.46 pages long on average. That's easy math to do. And this guy is like 9 pages long. I think it's actually the longest short story in the collection. So you can tell, if the average length is 5.46, and we have a lot of 8s and 7s and 9s and a 9 in there, then you can tell how long this actually is. But it still took me like maybe 20 minutes for me to read it for you. And I did enjoy it. It was written it's set in 1930 after the stock market crashes, and it includes a big, heavy amount of stock market knowledge. It involves short selling, it involves stock market manipulations, and a lot of things like that. And it's taking place in 1930 after the stock market crash, and it's very, and so we're going to be following along with that. Now we'll learn about some of those things, what does short selling mean, in case you didn't know going into it. But a lot of those things are going to be as a key part of this short story. It's a horror story set in the stock market, using stock market stuff. And I like that. It's a different location for a horror story. I think this is to Hoffmann Price's credit. I give him an 8 out of 10 on this short story. Basically, we're going to open up with this gentleman, and he is about to die. He's leaving into this fog. He's about to die along the road, and just before he dies, he signs over his stuff to his daughter, the power of attorney, because she follows along with him with his love of the stock market. His wife, even though she's been married to him for like 30 years, still doesn't really understand the stock market. We'll find out a lot of things about Bentley, but he had given his word to his uncle that he would buy a certain stock at a certain price, even if the price falls into the market, in order to keep his uncle solvent. And his word is his bond, and he tells his daughter that I expect you to hold to that word, you as well, and make sure that our uncle stays solvent right before he dies. Now, he'll die about maybe a page and a half into the short story proper, right after telling us about that word and that bond that he has with his daughter, this giving her the power of attorney and his estate after he dies. And that's the first page and a half into the short stories. Now what's going to end up happening? How is the stock market involved? Short selling and that sort of thing. We'll follow along with it. But again, it's set in an interesting place. I do enjoy it. It is well written, and I do give it an 8 out of 10. So there you are. That's The Word of Bentley by Hoffmann Price, a big name in pulp era who's very, very prolific in weird fiction, particularly the horror stories that I've read. That I have enjoyed. So there you are. Have you read it? What did you think of it? I'll try to find you a free version online. I don't know if we'll be able to find it. I don't know if his name is well known enough by fans, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to find it for you out there for you. This post fall of in the first early days of the Depression, but we'll see if I can find it for you. But again, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you agree or disagree with anything, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please feel encouraged to hit that subscribe button, because there's going to be a lot more of these to follow. And finally, hey, I just want to thank you for taking some time out of your day and investing it and watching my video. We all have so many things that are happening in our lives, right? And we're being pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me, it's incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it. So thanks again, and have a great day.